Welcome to Project Sylpheed, a 2007 space sim developed by Game Arts and published by Square Enix. This game achieved moderate success, with its arcade influences of previous games in the Sylpheed franchise and its epic narrative. Note, I didn't say good, just epic. It's one of those stories. Well, let's begin.
It's the 27th century. 500 years after first venturing beyond the solar system, the human race has colonized the galaxy, terraforming planets until their territory spanned 11 separate star systems.
These structures featured here are called Prometheus drivers. They facilitate terraforming. They're of no significance to the plot, pay no attention to them.
As a result of the Terra Central government's continued authority over the colonized planets, political unrest regarding Terra's arbitrary rule began to spread.
Okay, that's not arbitrary, that's the entire fucking purpose of a colony. To be ruled by the people who set it up. Fucking backwoods
But Terra's
rebels.
vast military power always suppressed the sporadic resistance in the name of maintaining public order.
Well, yes, maintaining public order does generally involve crushing
Finally,
rebellions.
In 2628, 4 star systems banded together to gain independence from Terra. The coalition called itself the Aiden Alliance, taking the first letter from each of the 4 systems: Alberti, Delacroix, Angelico, and Noldi.
In case you're wondering how those names were come up with,
However,
Game Arts
for
put
those
out a
living in
charity
Terran
auction for
territory,
people to be part of
this
the
was all
antagonist
just
faction's
another
name.
story on
The Sicilian and Belgian mob
4
went
years
halvesies
later,
for their combined bid and won,
Cosmos still
hence the
rests
Italian
under
and
this
French
veil of
names.
illusion and peace.
Oh hey, check it out! It's the first primary colored contrails we'll see for this Let's Play. 8 down, 4 fucking trillion more to go. Keep it steady, keep it steady!
Brandon, can you keep up?
Yeah.
Figures they'd put the only black man in a black fighter.
Brandon, behind you!
Ah, here's Brandon. He's actually a cameo character from a previous Game Arts title, Spaiso Naru Anata Baka, A Pervert's Tale. It was a hentai visual novel created in 2004, which held a then record for the most quickly banned game ever at approximately 3 hours and 40 minutes past midnight. They actually had to hold an emergency meeting of the Japanese parliament just to stop this game. That record has since been beaten by Train Simulator 2009 at 2 hours flat.
Damn!
Katana, you almost got me.
I just want to point
Now
out
you,
here
Brandon,
that
what the
Katana
hell were you
isn't
doing
some
out
sort
there?
of,
Get with
cool, badass pilot call sign nickname. That's his real birth name.
Yeah.
Acropolis to Rhino Leader, come in.
Now, I'm no tactical expert, but I imagine a carrier of spacecraft might be a little more useful than
What's wrong?
aircraft. Just saying.
Rhino Leader is on the line. Raymond.
In case you're wondering, yes, I am aware I'm a little shit for picking that out.
I need you to go and confirm their identity now. They should appear on your radar in approximately 60 seconds.
Roger, Control, over and out. Rhino leader to all units. Switch weapons from training mode to full combat. We're intercepting unidentified fighters. Be ready for anything.
Yes, sir.
Roger.
Rhino leader, do you think it's the enemy?
Brandon, don't worry.
Now, I know it looks like Brandon is useless here, but he'll make a difference. Posthumously. You'll see. Out of the vast emptiness of space, they chose to fly 3 feet away from an opposing fighter.
Brandon.
Ellen, Katana, don't get yourselves killed.
Well, here we have the Ready Room. It's the place where you hang out before your mission loads. Let's see what the briefing is all about. Surprise, asshole! The mission briefing is actually a sucking vacuum of complete boredom. Fell for my trap.
This is Lieutenant Colonel May Crichton, captain of the TCAF prototype carrier, the Acropolis.
Yeah, it's a fucking mission briefing. I honestly don't know what you were expecting. Our lovely Colonel will tell us what's going on and what we need to do.
In the Glasner training area near Lebendorf in the Matisse system.
The graphics aren't particularly inspired, but I guess within the confines of the game it makes sense, you know. They wouldn't go apeshit on trying to present a presentation.
Allied forces. One cadet, Ensign Brandon Shore, was shot down. A counterattack was authorized according to peacetime rules of engagement, and the training squadron engaged the enemy.
What a great briefing. Mission's loaded. Let's head out.
Acropolis to Rhino Leader. Permission granted to return fire.
Well, thank you, Colonel, for allowing me to engage in self-defense. I appreciate it.
Raymond, take care of the cadets.
Don't worry, I'll make sure we get out of this. Ellen, Katana, engage the enemy together.
Rhino 3, roger that!
Rhino 2, roger that.
Alright, now we are finally in the game proper. Now, here's the cockpit of the Delta Saber. Right trigger makes you go forward. Left trigger slows you down. A left stick moves you. Double tapping the right trigger will hit your burners, but that eats up your shields. Double tap your left trigger and you'll cut power, drifting in space. That also eats your shields. Right bumper activates your nose gun, and left bumper, shown here, will activate your main gun. Right now I currently have a multiple lock-on missile. It lets me create my own personal Macross Missile Massacre whenever I like. It's worth noting, this is only a starter weapon, and not even a particularly good one at that.
Hey, over here, arm your target. Remember your training, you two.
I should also explain how this HUD works. To the left of the circle is the speed gauge, and to the right is the effective weapons distance. It's how you know you're in range to attack. There's also a formation indicator on the lower left, but I'll be saving that for another update. Hopefully the rest of the HUD is self-explanatory. Now, as you may have noticed by this point, I've been taking on gobs of enemies. That's basically what Project Sylpheed's all about. Just taking on legions of fighters with overpowered weaponry and killing them all at once. It applies a lot of the same old school sensibilities Sylpheed had.
Just drive off the enemies attacking us and get out of here alive.
I love the fact that Raymond feels it necessary to specify don't go overboard when about half their forces have been eliminated in 2 minutes.
Look!
just for clarification, attackers function basically the same as bombers, just like in any other space sim.
Now, any word from headquarters?
I'm hit.
Still can't get a stable signal. How many of them are left? Hang in there, Rhino Fighter. The reinforcements are almost there.
Waste of fuel, Command. We're doing A-OK. Just send them back. Don't need them.
You can tell where the enemy is heading.
And with that, this section comes to a close, and we get another cutscene.